Hi everyone, welcome to Volleyball DNA, where we examine the characteristics that make up some of the most intriguing personalities in the world of volleyball. I'm Anton Rojas.
And I'm Denise Lazaro. The subject for this episode has won multiple championships at every level she participated in. But being a champion is just one facet of her life. This person, I would say, is so much more than that. Let's welcome to the show my good friend, Kianna Dy.
Wow!
Hey, good morning! Good morning!
That's fine, ha? That's fine. We don't mind. Sige lang. Chill ka lang dyan. Mag-breakfast ka lang dyan.
Pero yung tanong ko, bakit bihis na bihis ka?
Wala lang. Parang maganda naman ako sa volleyball din.
Better lang ako.
Ano yan, Kianna?
Tosino.
Tosino. Wow. Yummy.
Akala ko cereal kasi it's in a bowl.
Yeah, I thought...
Rice bowl?
Oh, okay.
Kanina ko pa iniisip eh. I thought it was like a corn salad or something. Because like it's in a bowl and like it's mixed eh. I don't know. So, Kianna, napag-usapan nga namin ni Den and we realized na you're actually one of the most entertaining athletes on social media. Alam mo yung tipong Oo! Alam mo yung tipong magfa-follow ka ng isang tao sa, let's say, Twitter. Ipa-follow mo siya kasi very witty, active, may komento sa lahat ng mga bagay. Sa IG naman, ikaw, kompleto eh. Meron kang travel pics, meron kang action shots sa mga liga mo, meron kang pics with teammates. Hindi lang yung tipong team pic ha. Yung mga team pics sa ibang bansa at kung saan-saan. Yung maayos talaga, nakaposing talaga kayo. You have #OOTD. Man, you're a good follow. You're the perfect example of a good follow on Instagram. Pero kapansin-pansin din yung minsan from time to time you're gonna post photos with your family. And like it seems like you have a big family. Can you tell us like what was it like for you? What's it like for you being part of a big family and growing up with your siblings?
Well, growing up kasi I had 6 siblings, so we're 7.
Wow, okay.
And then yung age namin, actually it's close. So it was like growing up with a lot of friends already. I'm the second kasi. So I have an older brother and then a younger brother and then puro girls na. So yeah, it was fun when I was younger. Parang we took care of the small kids, my small siblings. And then it's really fun. Like it's always noisy in the house when we go abroad. We're a lot, and then people would be shocked. Like when we went to China, there's like one child policy, and we look Chinese because we look Chinese, and then they're like, how were they able to have 7 children? Talaga. Like, ang dami. But yeah, it was pretty fun growing up with a lot of siblings. Kasi yun nga, it's always fun in the house. It's always noisy. Wala. And then the usual sibling stuff. We fight. Pero at the end of the day, we're still siblings. Siyempre, we love each other. Nas!
Kaya pala ganyan yung personality mo. And now I understand why parang obviously ikaw yung may pakana ng lahat ng mga videos nyo, yung mga kulitan nyo. Kasi you're the oldest girl pala in the family. So that explains a lot.
And well documented rin yung mga kakulitan nyo with her sisters. Sila Kyla.
Active yung sisters ko mag-YouTube. As in, parang effort nila mag-record, mag-edit. Parang ako kasi when I feel like it, like started my vlogging, it started as a hobby. Like I wanted to like record my memories, and then when I'm older, I get to watch it in my YouTube. But then parang YouTube became very big, right? Parang it became very popular, and then now like what do you call this? Brands are asking to promote in your YouTube, ganon. So yeah, actually it started as a hobby, and then yun. Me kasi when I vlog, like when I feel like, kasi kakatamad mag-edit, you do it by yourself. So yeah, active yung sisters ko. Super.
Okay, let's talk about naman, Kianna, your volleyball life.
Yes.
How did volleyball come in? And when and where did your career officially begin?
It started when I was grade 6. Grade 6. At first, I was, track and field. Because I really wanted the sport. Yeah, I was track and field before. Yeah.
Oh,
Gosh! I was track and field before because I liked running. I love running. Yung fast. And then, my first tournament, it rained. And then, sabi nila, cancel yung games kasi it was raining. Cancel yung tournament. So I was like, huh? I was so excited and then it rained tapos canceled. So parang, ano ba yan? So I was like, okay, let's look for another sport. And then sakto, one of the girls in the volleyball team invited me to join. Because before, I was tall and skinny. But I think what caught their attention was that I was tall. And then I was like, oh, volleyball, parang ang hirap naman i-control yung bola sa arms and stuff like, and I have to hit the ball. I'm like, I wasn't sure if I wanted to join, but eventually I did. Kasi parang wala lang, try lang. And then grade school, that was like a trial phase. I was really, skinny. It was really hard for me to play volleyball back then. And then when I entered high school, sa Zobel, actually I wasn't sure if I wanted to join kasi I heard terror daw yung coach. Super strict si Coach Ramil. Super strict. So I was like, shocks. Parang ayoko na sumali. Parang nakakatakot yung coach. At saka di naman ako magaling. But then, I don't know, eventually I joined then. My first year, I remember Ate Lai was there pa when we went up against her in UST. And then, yun, hindi ako masyadong ginagamit. Like, for last 2 points, mga ganon. Siyempre, parang for me, parang it's like, I felt like I was joining just to join. But then, parang I wanted to set a goal. Like, I just didn't want to be there just to be there. So, yun, the second year, parang, that's when I started playing. Parang, I made the first 6. Tas parang, ang sarap ng feeling. Parang, that's when I realized na I love the sport, na if gugustuhin mo talaga, you'll do it. I mean, if you really work hard for it, you can reach your goal. So that's when it started. For me, that's when it started. My second year, but it started grade 6.
It's crazy, Kianna, how you're telling that story and how you weren't all in from the beginning. Because looking at your high school, and I'm just talking about the high school volleyball resume, it seems like you were somebody who was good from the start. I mean, 2-time best blocker, MVP, Threepeat. Okay? And naabutan mo pa pala si Jules Samonte sa Zobel.
Mm-hmm. My last year.
Wow.
That's how young Jules is. I mean, Kianna's younger than me, and then like Jules is like your junior.
Yeah, because I saw one of the, I believe it was a championship photo. Hawak mo yung trophy, tapos the girl next to you, I was like, wait a minute, that's Jules Samonte. So like they were... Okay. And naabutan nyo rin si Coach Ramil because like Don was with us in one of our earliest episodes and naikwento ni Don na swerte daw kayo because naabutan nyo pa si Coach Ramil sa Zobel when he was coaching both Taft and Zobel. So like I think the advantage of that was you could train in Taft. So for you, Kianna, what are some of your most fondest memories playing for Zobel and having the success that you had?
Well, Zobel, parang I feel like that really started my love for volleyball. And fondest moments, yun yung winning the Threepeat. For me, kasi parang, I don't know, nung first year, that the first championship is always the most exciting. And that was my first championship. So parang, wow, it feels like this pala. Parang, and we were against UE and they were really a good competitor. And you know the thrill, parang fighting for the first place. It was really super duper fun, and yun, I'll never forget that. And also, syempre, Coach Ramil was our coach back then. So, kasi si Coach Ramil, he trained in LaSalle, like what Don said. So, he doesn't go to Zobel that much. I mean, when he's there, we're all excited. As in, parang, oh my gosh, Coach Ramil's here, let's train. Kasi parang once a week lang siya nakakapunta, and then games. Kasi yun nga, ang layo, Alabang, Manila, Alabang. And then he lives in Bulacan pa. So parang we understood naman his situation, but whenever he was there, we would be so excited. So yeah, parang seeing that side of Coach Ramil also is a very fun moment. And then pagdating sa college, iba pala si Coach Ramil. Joke out. That was really fun, Zobel. I think that's, yun nga, I discovered my love for volleyball.
Well, one of the highlights rin of high school volleyball is yung palarong pambansa. And you played in Dumaguete.
Yeah.
You represented NCR with Don, Des Cheng, and Ana Gupiko, among others. How was your experience sa palaro?
That was actually my first palaro was my last palaro. It was my last year. Hope won, so they got me and Don. It was such a good memory. It was very exciting. And our coach was Coach Jerry nung NCR. And syempre, sa high school, if you're high school, alam mo talaga si Coach Jerry, nakakatakot na coach. But then, when we went to palaro, it was the opposite. He wasn't, I mean, he can be serious, but then parang loko-loko din siya. So, yun. That was a big revelation na parang, ay, ganito pala si Coach Jerry. And then also, it was my first time playing with different players that weren't in my team. So it was also great that we got to know other players from other schools. Like it was ganito pala parang maglaro. Parang it was preparing me for college kasi all this parang in high school kasi you've known them, you're stuck with them. But then when you enter college, you'll be with new members, new teammates, parang you don't really know them. So I feel like that was a good preparation coming into college.
Just to be sure, this is Coach Jerry Yee you're talking about.
Yes, Jerry.
Okay. Okay. You guys touched on it a little bit in the vlog of Den, so I'm gonna tweak the question a little bit too. Obviously, you already had that connection to Taft. So malamang, syempre, excited ka tuwing nagko-coach si Coach Ramil sa Zobel tapos nakikitraining kayo sa senior sa Taft.
Yeah.
If there was something that could have maybe pulled you away from going to Taft for college, like meron ba? Was there any chance for you to go to a different school?
Actually, I was considering talaga LaSalle or Ateneo.
Okay.
What really just kasi parang I feel like I owe Coach Ramil. Like he made me this player in high school. Parang what I am as a player, it's because of Coach Ramil. So that was the pinaka main thing that made my decision to go to LaSalle. Was that Coach Ramil was the coach, and I wanted to like give him parang he call it what's the term? Parang I wanted to repay him. Na parang he made me like this. I want to play for him more. And I feel like I've known Coach na no high school, so I feel like he really knows me and I can grow as a player if I'm under him. And also LaSalle, I also wanted business management. That was my dream course. So LaSalle is a business school, so that was also one of the reasons why I went to LaSalle.
Yeah.
Okay, and then nung high school, right, you were a two-time best middle or best blocker. You won the best blocker award 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
But in college, in your third year, you were
second year I was middle.
And then third year, you were converted to
Opposite.
opposite hitter?
First year, I was open.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You were?
Real. First year open, second year middle, third year opposite.
Okay, wait. Change the facts. Wait, hold on. Really? Open hitter ka pala?
Yes. Real.
Wait, I have to imagine this. Kianna, open hitter. Nag-receive.
Di ako nag-receive. Never pinapasok lang ako pag nasa harap na.
Okay. You've played multiple positions na pala, but you're more comfortable being a middle blocker since you were a middle blocker in high school. And then you were converted to an opposite hitter. Was it a challenge for you, switching positions?
Yeah, it was. Nung first year, like I said, I was open. That was really hard for me because I was used to playing middle. And then he made me an open. It was like, kasi kasama ko sa middle, sila Ate Abby, Ate Ye, Ate Joy. I think it was Ate Carol back then. So parang, I had no chance talaga sa middle position. I think that's why he made me move to the open. That was hard. That was really hard. For me sa open, parang no.
Yeah.
And then after that, my second year, he made me a middle. So I was so happy, parang finally this is really my position. It will be easier for me. But then, my middle, how I played middle in high school, yung palo ko, differential. It's not really zero tempo. So yung when I went into college, I was like, shucks, this is hard. It's hard being a middle in college. So I struggled also. Kasi parang first round lang ata ako nakalaro ng middle in my second year. And then, si Majoy Baron. Very good, Majoy. That's when she discovered her powers sa middle. So I'm really proud of her. And then third year, actually it was very hard for me kasi parang he kept moving me in different positions, which made me syempre question my skills. So parang in my mind, he was like moving me to different positions. So I was like shocked. So he doesn't really know where to put me, doesn't know where I'm good at. So that really parang that was hard on me also na he doesn't know where to put me. Kasi palipat-lipat. But then finally, parang sa opposite, when he made me an opposite, actually I never really imagined myself being an opposite. When he made me an opposite, parang it clicked na parang, wow, I can spike pala in this side. So, yun, parang ang daming revelations lang in my volleyball career na I can do pala opposite. Nas middle pala, ang hirap sa college, yung mga ganon. Iba talaga kasi high school to college, yung level. It's really different. So, yeah.
Alam mo, yung kwento mong yan, it's very much, it's a good lead into the next question. Because you're explaining how in your first year, you were open, second year, middle, third year, opposite. So, this was your breakout year. And to think that you, like coach wasn't sure kung saan ka niya ilalagay. And then dun ka pa nagka-breakout year sa position that you ended up in. But I remember you actually missed the first 3 matches of the year. Like, I just forget why. Do you remember
the
this?
first 3 matches. I think like, how many UAP schools are there? 8?
8.
So I missed the 7 games. I wasn't starting for the 7 games.
Oh,
he only put me in Ateneo, which was our last game for the first round.
Yun. Kasi like, when I was looking at the stats, it was in the second round na talagang, like, dun ka nag-break out. As in like, double-digit scoring every match. And then there was one match against NU na naka-25 points ka, which was your career high in the UAAP. And then this was all the way hanggang sa nag-champion kayo. And it was like the redemption year of LaSalle. So what was the turning point, Kianna? I mean, like you going from one position to another, and then you elevate your game, considering the fact na nung first round hindi ka naglalaro. How did you do that? How did you flip the switch?
For me, kasi my college year, my first 2 years, it was really a struggle. Like I didn't know if I was really meant for the sport, if I can, parang it really tested my patience. Like, it really questioned my abilities to play. Kasi, yun nga, I wasn't being used that much. So that really takes a toll on a player. And then parang third year, yun talaga na parang I was so sad kasi there was this game I remember, like he put everyone in except me.
Wow.
Nung third year ko. So I was like, as in I was really crying after the game. Na parang ayoko na. Cry baby. Parang ayoko na parang, ano ba yan? Like, ako lang yung hindi pinasok and stuff like that. So, yun. And then after that game, parang during the trainings, it was super obvious that I was sad and stuff like that. I wasn't really talking to anyone. Kasi, yun nga, parang a lot was going on in my mind. And then Coach Ramil, he noticed that I was like that. So, parang after a team meeting, he talked to me personally na parang, he said, don't worry, gagamitin kita. Parang gagamitin kita for a game. Maghintay ka lang. So from that day na he told me that, parang pumalit talaga yung aura ko na I was so excited na, oh, he was gonna use me, ganon. So like I was really like trying my best, doing my best during trainings to show coach na parang I deserve to play. Parang this was enough na parang I didn't wanna feel like that anymore, like how I felt. And then yun, he told me he was going to use me for the Ateneo game. That round. So I was like, this is my chance, it's now or never. Kasi for Coach Ramil, like, tatatak talaga sa kanya yung laro mo. So I was like, this is it talaga, this is the chance he's giving me. If I don't play well here in this game, he's not gonna use you anymore. So I was like, that was really in my mind that I have to do really good in this game. So yun, I think, kasi coach talaga, he really, yung words niya talaga, parang I really take it in. Like, it really means a lot to me. So, yun. Parang, that's when it started. Like, when he said na, don't worry, I'm gonna use you. Just wait. That really, ignited my fire to really do good. Parang, I still have a chance to prove that I can play in this level and stuff like that. So,
grabe. Yeah. Tapos nagtuloy-tuloy hanggang sa nag-finals MVP. Galing din like I never heard that story, and it's crazy how one moment like that can change the direction of a player's career, no? Grabe.
Yeah.
Oh, you're patient.
I really love the sport. Parang there were times that I wanted to quit already before my first and second year. Parang I just wanted to study na lang. But then parang your love for volleyball, it's more than like you want to quit. But like what I said, I think in at the dance vlog, that a lot of people want to be in your position. You're there already. So, if you really want to do something, work hard for it. Nothing comes easy. Parang, other people expect na, when I enter, first six ako agad. Actually, that was one thing na I knew when I was gonna enter the SAL na I wasn't gonna have playing time right away. Kasi ang daming magagaling. So parang that also made me like want to push myself na ang daming seniors na super galing. So I have to get in their level to really prove to coach that I can start sa starting six. So, naging inspiration siya instead of na, shucks, ang daming magagaling. So, instead of seeing it as something, a hindrance for me to play, I made it a motivation for me to do better.
You know what? Not all athletes have that, mentality. Mm-hmm. Determination, hard work, and like what Anton said, you flip the switch, turning a bad, experience or a bad situation into a Kaya I think nakaabot ka sa national team. I mean, your patience and your hard work bore fruit. And let's talk about that for a bit because you got a taste of this experience in 2017. We were together. And that year, you met Kim Yun Kong, KYK.
Yes.
And you had an interaction with her.
Kailan ba yun? Second year high school ata ako noon.
Really?
Yes. Actually, second year high school. Second year college.
2015.
Yes, second year college.
2015. And can you tell us about yung story na yun, yung first interaction with KYK? Because I know the 2017 version. What was the 2015? Like, your first encounter pala was 2015 during your second year.
Yeah. Actually, di ko talaga in-expect na they would include me in the Philippine team lineup. Because I was playing for Shopenas back then, and then I think they chose players. They chose players per team, or they got players, like an all-star for the PSL. And di ko naman in-expect na masasali ako. So that was a very exciting opportunity to represent the country and go abroad to play. And then we went against Korea, which is a powerhouse team. And KYK, she's popular. Everyone knows her. She's an MVP sa Olympics. So everyone was fangirling. Oh my gosh, KYK. And then yung game namin against Korea, I think di ata kami umabot ng 10. At saka di ata siya pinasok. Di siya pinasok si KYK. Ayun, and then that's when actually my eyes opened. No, wow, ang taas ng level. Like the other countries abroad, ang taas ng level of play nila. And parang I was thinking na parang hopefully the Philippines, I think we can do it. We just need like more siguro training together through. I think we can keep up with the teams abroad. Kasi we have good talent. It's just that I think we need to have a better program. Yun. And then it was really a fun experience. Parang shucks, ang lakas nila. Kasi I was used to playing locally only. Syempre, locally. And then when you go abroad, oh my God, nakakagulat talaga. Na she's so tall. She used to be a libero. Coach Bok told me she used to be a libero. No wonder she's so good at receiving and digging. I was like, what? Kasi parang in my when you're tall, it's hard to move. Because you're tall, you're long, so it's hard to move. And then when I watched KYK, I was like, is she real? As in all around talaga, from the back, from the front. I was really amazed. And then parang pas in my mind talaga, parang one day I want to be like this girl. Like, it's possible pala na even if you're tall, you can receive, you can dig. So she became my inspiration kasi she's really good. So ang ganda ng opportunity kasi you see players abroad and parang it makes you have a drive that you want to be just like them.
Okay, this is the reason why you guys should follow Kianna Dy on Instagram, because you see moments like that and you see great hashtags like KYK meets KKD. Tas nakayakap ka kay KYK.
Yes.
Nanginig ka ba? Like, did you think she was real? Like, when you had that picture with her in 2015? Like, how did you get that picture? I mean, this is the best player in the world. And, you have a picture with her. Like, how paano nangyari yun? Like, naglakas loob ka ba na...
Okay. No, after the game. Ako, hindi lang ako yung nag-picture. After the game, everyone went to her to take a picture. So, syempre, ako din.
Parang kayong dalawa lang eh. Pinalis mo ba yung mga tao sa background? Para maganda yung
last nakipag-picture sa kanya eh. Everyone went to her and took a picture with her. Syempre, doon na yung opportunity.
Okay, then, what was the 2017 version?
2017, we played in the ABC, which was in Binyan.
Okay.
So, well, we were together na noon.
AC Games reserved.
Yeah.
AC Games.
But the KYK experience was the second. Yun yung time na yun, no?
KYK, yes.
Yun yung second encounter.
He was there also.
But yeah, I think Anton wants to know how we became instant friends and what were your, fondest memories of months in the national team.
Oh my gosh.
After college, right?
Yes.
Still in college.
After college.
After college na.
Was it?
2017. What year did you graduate?
2017? Oh, I was still in college. My last year.
You and Don, no?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, our friendship started when we became roommates in Japan. It was a training camp before SEA Games.
Yeah.
It was training camp before SEA Games. They were making the roommates, and then naging roommate ko si Ate Den. At first, I was scared si Ate Den. Kasi Ate Den has this aura na she's scary. And then she has yung face niya parang pag naka-relax na ganun lang. Yeah, like this. Like, oh my gosh. I was scared, but I was excited because I wanted to get to know her. And then super sakto. Like, we clicked right away. We vibed right away. Like, the stuff she wants, I like. The stuff she doesn't like, I like. Like, we bonded right away, which actually di ko in-expect Swish. Kasi nga, Ateneo Lasal, and then parang, she was older than me, and then I was a young girl, but then a young girl. No, it just really shows like you can really be good friends. I don't know why people like have this impression Ateneo and LaSalle are not friends even outside. Like I don't know where you get that, guys, but this is a good example of a good friendship, a LaSalle and Ateneo friendship. Yep. The rivalry is just inside the court, and even inside the court, hindi siya personal, guys. It's just all part of the game.
We're just competitive.
Yes.
We're just competitive.
So yes, I'm very grateful that I got close to Ate Den. After that, like, yun nga, we went through a lot also in SEA Games, and then after, ayun, we just went through a lot. We went through the same thing, so. It was really a good experience. It was a good experience being with her during hard times.
Okay. Yeah. Super thankful I was with you, Kianna. Yeah. I wouldn't have like made it through. You know that.
Okay, I'm not surprised because there are just people na minsan pag nakikilala mo siya and hindi mo talaga na-expect, you guys just hit it off. Kumbaga parang, like you said, Kianna, you just clicked. And there are just people in life like that. Like even if matagal na kayo hindi nagkikita and then you see each other again, it was like, the time spent apart didn't happen because you guys just clicked. But what was what was the first common ground? I know you have a lot of things in common, like the Gucci shoes that you guys bought. But like, what was the first common ground? Kasi diba, pag nakikilala mo ang isang tao and you start to talk to that person, oh, we like the same music. Oh, you like that song? Man, let's vibe to that. Mama, ganun ba? Like, for you two, ano yung unang common ground? Tapos, oh, siguro magiging good friend ko to.
Ano ba? Do you remember the first thing I said to you when I first met you? Or the first thing I ever said to you? Was in the airport, right, Swish?
What?
Was in the airport. The first time I really talked to you.
Remind her.
Was it the story?
I'm so random talaga. I just told her something like what happened at the airport. Random lang. Like I just wanted to tell her. Di ko alam kung nag-respond ko or whatever, but I just wanted to tell you. And then we became roommates. And then I don't know, sa room, like like even if I wasn't close to her back then, parang I wanted to make her kwento about my life or what happened to me. Parang wala lang. Parang, diba, that's where you start.
Yeah.
And then when I made her kwento about something, like how she responded, like parang nagtuloy-tuloy yung kwento namin na, yeah. It's like, I don't know, we have, parang, it's hard to explain eh. Like, we just clicked right away. I don't know how to explain it, but every time we talk, like, we agree with each other. Parang ganon. And then we bonded pa yung sa Haikyuu. Remember Haikyuu? Like, we would, Haikyuu something, ganon. And then, wala. Even if I wasn't close with her, I wanted to share with her everything that happened in my life. I felt like we were close already, even before I shared with her my life. Like I just felt that instant connection. And then yun, kasi parang every time I make her kwento rin, she also has a good parang feedback. Like, it makes me realize, oh nga. Parang, she's like an older sister. She knows all the right things to say.
Yeah, wow.
And then like, when I'm mad and I make her kwento, parang sinasabayan niya ako. Parang, yeah, like parang, we support each other na. If she's mad at someone, okay, I'm mad at her also.
But you know, there are also times na syempre, I have to go against what you're saying if mali talaga.
Oh naman.
Sa akin, di ba?
She's really a big sister to me. Yeah.
Aww.
Okay, I think it's safe to say that, Kianna, one of your best moments in the national team was, aside from the obvious reason of, representing the Philippines, was meeting Den.
Yes, of course.
All right, like okay, so I guess my question is like to you, like aside from being an ate, somebody who's a great listener, somebody who gives great advice, like who is Den Lazaro to you?
Kasama to sa questions?
Yeah.
Ate Den, for me, is a really good friend that I can always count on when I have problems. I message her, or maybe just, when I feel like ranting, I will message her. And yun, like what I said, she always has the right things to say, which makes me, it makes me very proud to be her friend. Na I can, just text. She's only one text away, and yun, when I have problems, I tell her, and she helps me. She helped me through a lot of things, right, girly? Like when I really need someone to talk to, I'll ask her to have lunch, and I would talk to her about it and stuff. Which really, I really didn't expect. Kasi yun nga, like, I didn't expect to be this close to her, but syempre, I knew we were gonna be friends, but like, not this close na I would tell her everything, tell her my problems and stuff like that. But I really appreciate it because, yeah, she's really a good friend, and I'm thankful.
That's why it's nice to see the KK Den posts on your feed.
Yes.
Yeah.
The unexpected friendships are always the best ones.
Yeah, it's magic. I think it's the universe rewarding us for everything we've been through,
Okay. Back to the UAP. Back to the UAP, because we could go on and on about the KK Den bond. Back to the UAP. You won a three-peat in high school, another three-peat in college. I mean, man, like what do you think when you look back at your career and say, wow, ginawa ko pala yun, like three-peat sa high school, three-peat sa college? Like, what does that mean for you?
I don't know. I think it's it's a reward for all the hard work we've been through, and not only for me but like my teammates. I wouldn't have done that without my teammates, of course. And syempre, Coach Ramil. Like I really admire Coach Ramil. Like the three-peat obviously wouldn't be possible without Coach Ramil, even in high school. Because my last year he left. So, but I feel like the three-peat wouldn't have been achieved if it wasn't for him. Kasi he really like molded the players to become like, his training is super intense, and like after getting the three-peat, you realize like no wonder like we train like this. It's because we want to achieve this, and it's a really good feeling kasi everything, like all the hard work we've been through, three times training in a day. We don't like, as in puro volleyball lang talaga. And you realize that after winning, after getting the championship, na this is why we trained like that. This is why coach pushed us to the edge. This is the reward that we're getting. And it's very, very fulfilling na, all your hard work, and you get the three-peat. get 3 champions. So, yeah. Parang, yun nga. Yun. Thank you, Coach Ramil. I don't think, parang he's really the person to thank, Coach Ramil.
Then I have a follow-up question, like a Lasallian question. Kasi like, parang naging thing eh. Kasi sinabi mo, Kianna, na pagdating sa college, nakakatakot na si Coach Ramil. And it's true. Like, if you don't know Coach Ramil, like, nakaganon siya, like, paano ma-approach si Coach? Diba? And like, pag natatalo ang Lasal, diba? You know, the writers, like don't know how to approach him, if he will grant an interview, because LaSalle is gonna go back to the school and practice. But I think he kind of mellowed down because naging thing nga sa LaSalle na inaapiran na niya yung mga players.
Yes!
Like, isipin mo, like, season 82, LaSalle only played 1 game. 2 high five yung binigay niya sa game na yun. Kay Jolina.
Talaga?
2!
Bilang ni Anton eh.
Bilang.
Kasi nakita ko yung pinakauna. So like, season 82, it was Jolina and Tintin, Tiamzon. Same game Ateneo Lasal, high five, 2 sila. Before that, si Desiree Cheng, high five niya. Pero I think yung pinakaunang high five from Coach Ramil na sumikat was yung sayo. Back in season 80, yung sayo ata, yung pinaka, like, wow, high five ni Coach Ramil si Kianna. And I think it wasn't like, parang nangyari lang siya eh. Parang a good play happened, tapos you were running, tapos it just so happened na nandun si Coach Ramil. Do you remember that moment? Like, oh my God, si Coach Ramil, ano ba to? High five ka ba? Like,
naman, you don't ignore his high five kasi seldom lang yun. When you're in the side, kasi you're in the side where the bench is, and diba opposite na sa right side.
Yeah.
I have the opportunity to give him a high five. Most especially yung mga pag-intense talaga or like hinahabol namin yung score. That's when he brings out his hand to high five. And I think it really boosts the player. Like if you get a high five from Coach Ramil, that's the best feeling ever in a game. Like, oh my gosh!
Yeah, kasi he doesn't do that.
He gives compliments.
Before, hindi naman niya ginagawa yun yung high five in the game.
So that's really a rare moment. If he puts out his palm, high five it.
And that's already a win in itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's a high five from Coach Ramil.
True. Coach is not one to give compliments, trust me.
But he means that in a good way.
Like,
he means that in a good way. In a good way.
Yeah, it's tough love.
That's his way. And it works. It strengthens the player also. Na it's parang, that's why I said na parang nothing comes easy. You know, you don't really want to hear compliments all the time, you know. And that's Coach Ramil's style. So, yeah.
Okay, now you graduated from LaSalle in 2018 with a business management degree.
Yes.
Along with that, you had a loyalty award and a gold medal outstanding thesis. So if you weren't playing volleyball, what would you be doing right now?
Probably have a business. That's my goal talaga. Like even now, I want a business. I want to start my own business. Food to be specific. And for me, kasi it's really fun yung mga selling stuff. I love that.
Okay.
Yeah, and hopefully in the future. Shopkeeping.
Actually, Kianna, same tayo ng course eh. Business management sa LaSalle din ako eh. Kaya lang nag-applied corporate management ako. I didn't go like entrepreneurship kasi parang corporate track yung tinake ko eh. Pero 'di ba, meron na kayong business eh in LaSalle, right? What was the Di ba like you're supposed to create your own product as a business management student in LaSalle?
Oh, that's
ibang course na o nga pala kasi nag-change na. Before
business management is yung mga systems.
I see. Okay,
Entrep is the product selling.
Okay. Nung time ko kasi, when you go to business management, you have to choose business management entrep or business management applied corporate management.
Talaga?
Yeah, during my time, it was like that.
Management lang.
Yeah, okay. So anyway, see, then we'll throw in the next question because, I mean, you guys played against each other naman sa PSL.
Yeah, I wanted to know, like, kasi in F2, you're all champions, multi-awarded, MVPs, and national team players. But, outside of the court, you guys are, like, all friends. Like, we see you guys, bonding together, having lunch, dinner, outings. But when you're on the court, like, training, are there times where you guys become competitive with each other?
I think it's never a personal and competitiveness. I think that happens for every team. I guess it's the healthy competition. Like in your volleyball position, syempre, we have the first six and then we have the second six. So syempre, healthy competition is you have to, like outskill the first six to get into that position. And I think that happens in every team, not just our team. So I think it's more of a healthy competition rather than a personal and, oh, I want to be in the first six, get out of my way.
Yeah, it's a light. Sa layo na ng narating ng team nyo and sa dami na ng championships nyo together, if you can give us one thing that, the team can still improve on, what would it be?
Actually, we're not really a perfect team, but I feel like there's a lot but to improve on. I think there are times in F2 like we would when we're losing, we're all just quiet, and I think that's something we should like work on, and more of the communication skills for me sa F2. But skill wise, I think I don't want to say like we have to improve also, syempre. We can't stick to, just what we have. Like kahit na we have championships, I think that it's better to keep improving than to, just stay put. Kasi, if you're in the top, syempre everyone wants to get to your level. So we have to also improve kasi we just can't stay there. We have to go up also. So, yeah. Ready for Coach Ramil's program.
Okay, speaking of Coach Ramil's program, I think one of the best things about Coach Ramil is how he knows how to develop young players to become, players like you, champions, and just good, disciplined, and all around, adaptable people like yourself. So it's been 2 years now since you last played in the UAAP, but I'm sure, Kianna, nanonood ka pa rin. And season 82, we got a taste of the new LaSalle. Diba? Maraming mga bago, ang tatangkad.
Yes.
And it's an exciting chapter in Lady Spikers volleyball. So what do you think of the new girls like Thea Gagate, Leila Cruz? They played really well against Ateneo during that game. Anong say mo sa kanila?
For me, I really see the potential in the players right now. Like I believe, like all of them, are really lucky to be under Coach Ramil also, and I feel like they can still improve. They can still improve a lot. Syempre, first year lang sila, and with the height they have, and the coaching staff they have, the teammates they have. I hope that they don't just settle for what they have, and just keep on improving, and just listen to Coach Ramil. He really knows the best. Like kahit pagalitan kayo, just be patient with him, be patient with yourself, and you guys can really go a long way.
I want to ask also about Aduke kasi maganda rin yung player development kay Aduke. There was even a year na binaba ulit siya sa Team B, di ba? But then she came back and now she's the team captain. So what can you say about the growth of Aduke Agonsanya? She's another talented person. Sobrang galing kumanta. She's great to talk to. Like, what can you say about her now that she grew into the team captain position?
Aduke, she's my close friend also. In college, yun, when she was given the role, I think, kasi si Aduke for me, she's like a baby girl. Yeah, she's a baby girl. So parang, you know, but when coach gave her the team captain role, that's when she really stepped up. Like I see like how she communicates with all the younger players. Not only kasi pag team captain, it's like nanguutos. Parang she doesn't want to be yung nanguutos. She wants to really get to know the younger players and, you know, be a ate figure and a captain at the same time. So yeah, I'm really proud of her, and it was so nice to see her growth talaga from first year to now.
Then remember when we had Dawn Macandili? Remember all the plants she had in the background? Those were real plants. Yung kay Kianna painting there's really a connection between Kianna and Dawn.
I was looking at it the whole time. I was like, wow, it's a nice painting.
Ito rin yung background ko sa vlog mo, Switch.
Oo nga, natatandaan ko parang, ang ganda. Like, I wanna have one in my house. Ang dami kong space Okay, Anna, thank you so much for, you know, agreeing to be on the show, sharing your journey and more, you know, your relationship natin.
Yes.
And I'm sure maraming fans na tuwa that you were able to share those things. They now know more about you. And where else can they see Kianna Dy in the future?
You can see me in my vlogs. Just kidding.
Love it.
Joke lang. Saan ba? Hopefully, guys, we get to play na. So hopefully, you get to watch us again play volleyball. And I hope this pandemic, it gets better. Please, 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 please. Because, you know, a lot of people are struggling right now. And I hope that everything gets better. I hope I see you guys soon. And yun, just stay safe, please. And yun, see you soon and God bless.
Yep, and I really mean it when I say that Kianna Dy is one of the best follows, whether it's on Instagram or YouTube. Swear, like if you
haven't yet, add Kianna Dy.
Subscribe to my channel.
No, seriously, if there was a list of must-follow athletes, I swear you're gonna get everything from Kianna Dy. So thank you so much to Kianna Dy for joining us on Volleyball DNA. Yeah.
Yay.
Thanks,
what do you say? Parang we have dissected you. Shut up. Guys, I can be your third host. Let's dissect her now.
Dan, what's your swishy swish extra?
Swishy swish.
Like swishy swish, we're out.
But don't you say something?
No.
Dissected
you. Don't.
Well, you said something before I watched it. Wala kayong sinabi na dissected.
Sige, ikaw magsabi, Kianna. Ikaw magsabi to close the show.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Anton and Ate Den has dissected me.
Oh my God, that's
so You know what? Let's just end it at that. Let's just end it for that. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys!
KK Den out.
Thank you for watching Volleyball DNA. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to get notified for future episodes and interview highlights.
And while you're at it, head over to our Facebook page by clicking on the link in the description.